I think it's fantastic there are a lot more people working in this area, and to see the camaraderie and the collaborations between groups of people is fantastic. But I think for me it still remains an issue that we focus on the tipping point and we focus at the end point. And so we can identify all these risk factors, but no one is born with these risk factors. They develop over time, and I think we're failing to intervene early to stop the cascade of impact so that we end up at this point where we have to intervene in a much more direct or serious way. I think what we have is suicide intervention. Prevention starts much, much earlier, and we can recognise those risks, but we don't do much about it. Okay, so if we say take a child who has had significant trauma throughout their life and then they end up at 15 or 16 possibly in out-of-home care or possibly homeless, then they're at great risk. But that risk didn't start then. That risk started earlier. And we probably would have seen indicators probably in early life, maybe at school or with family, or when services started to become involved. And so I wonder whether we're failing to provide that sort of intensive wraparound or comprehensive service then to prevent those cascades of impacts later on down the track. Culture is one of those things that allows a child to develop a belief system, a sense of identity, a place, a purpose, a continuity of existence from ancestry through to the present day and into the future. So it provides a lot of grounding, it provides a safe kinship attachment system, it provides a lot of connections that allows you to develop strong identity and ties to your community. Culture is also a way of offering hope and recovery. So our traditional systems of healing were also very important in allowing a person to be able to overcome adversities in life as well. So culture has many aspects to it, but it's absolutely vital if we're going to have strong identity and strong kids in the future. One of the things I think I've learned a lot over all of the years I've worked with children and families is that safety often comes from the personal relationships that you develop. So places can be safe. We certainly had traditional healing places. And in fact, if you go out to some parts of country, you immediately feel a sense of peace when you go into a certain part of the landscape and you know that that must have been a very special place. And we did have places for healing. We had women's places and men's places. We even had children's places, which weren't always known about. So that's part of it. So part of it is environment and a safe place that feels right from a cultural perspective. And then it's the person and the personal relationship. So how do you develop those strong, safe, nurturing relationships? That's when people are more likely to open up. And as we all know, children are our future. And when we find that is a child who's suffering or is in need, we should give that child absolutely everything we can. We are a wealthy nation, and all of these children are going to be our future citizens, our future adults that are going to actually be running our systems. Why not make sure we give them everything that we can offer so that they get the best start in life and fulfil their potential and achieve the brilliance that they should? We shouldn't be accepting anything lesser.